Today's Monday, doing this new thing where I put all my tasks on Post-it notes so I can rip them off, because I just feel like my brain is a little overwhelmed. We just launched the collection, which is 4 items. We're kind of testing that out this year of like, is that work? Like, does that, the idea was originally like we were doing the open and close model, 4 collections a year, huge collections. And we would really capitalize on like 1 or 2 products that would just like kind of pop off. And so it's like, if I was doing inventory collections, I would never have guessed to order that many of the product X, because I just could have never guessed that. And so we're trying to like sort of capture some of that magic with the really small July collections, but I don't know if it's working quite like I thought it would, because I think one of the reasons the big collections popped off is because people had so much to choose from with when it's these mini collections of 4 items. I don't think it has that same sort of like, oh man, I got to grab one of those things, they're all so good. I think people are like, oh, I'll just wait till next month, or oh, that's cool. But like, so there's this element of like, I don't know if this is doing what I thought it would, but we're going to keep it going at least until the end of the year. But yeah, we'll see. Like, it's just, again, we're halfway through the year, July 1st. And things aren't totally what I thought they would be, in terms of where we are, by any means, but that is what it is. So this week is like content for the collection and trying to like assist Brooke in getting content ready for Moms on Maui. So like when she needs to go to shoots, like just being ready to just be with the kids and stuff. And then the other part of the week is like preparing for Moms on Maui. So like they come next week, yeah, which is wild. So it's all about like getting the house ready, doing what we can do now so that next week when it's like the final push, like things are at least set up somewhat well to like kind of get us across that finish line before we have to leave. And then that also includes like packing our bags and stuff for the kids. Me and the girls going back to Pennsylvania. So a lot happening this week, which is good, and just hoping for a really great sales week for all the businesses. Tuesday morning, heading to the gym. Was so close not to getting up today. I'm sore. We had a rough workout yesterday, so I'm sore. Just was not feeling like getting up today, but here we are. I did it. Tuesday. Let's go work out a little bit. All right. Tuesday gym done. Tuesday haircut done. I don't get a haircut every Tuesday, but I got one this Tuesday. And now it is time to get to work. Things I'm thinking about today. Seen a lot of social media posts, a lot of like, kind of like, this is what you need to do to make it in 2024. People are saying, and I don't know if it's true, that like personal brands are dying and we're like entering this era of community branding where like, what that means is like for a personal brand, it was like, I'll use Kylie Jenner as an example. You like Kylie Jenner, so you buy her stuff. You like Mr. Beast, so you buy his stuff. And now we're entering this era of people don't like that as much anymore. I think celebrities are getting a lot of pushback in our world. Some of it justified, some of it totally unjustified because people are crazy. So we're entering this era of like community branding where like you're telling the founder story of your brand while also including a lot of like touch points on the community that has helped you build your brand. It's interesting. I think it's got a lot of value. I think it's something that like people have been doing. Like, I don't think it's a new thing. Like, honestly, I feel like ghost runners do it really well, where they have fans that have become such a part of the ghost runners culture. And so it's interesting. I think the other aspect of it is like hopefully what I'm doing here, and that wasn't my original intention. Like, I wasn't like, oh, let's shift to this community driven brand. I just felt like this was the next step for me. But I think it will have sort of that ripple effect of just like a peek behind the curtain. I think it's what we're doing with the transparent pricing of just like, I think there's an element of life on the internet or brands on the internet that you think like, oh, this is just the easiest thing that they've ever done, and they make money hand over fist, and it's just so easy, and they charge a fortune. And like, I think what the look behind the camera and maybe some of the slower content that we're starting to see is like, oh, it's not as easy as I thought it was, which is kind of inspiring, but also like that's great. Like there's like an element of like humanity to it where I think the personal brands, specifically like sort of the Instagram influencers that are just like, my life is perfect and everything I do is amazing and I go on vacation all the time, and like that there's just like there's kind of a disconnect from that. So I do see that. But yeah, it's interesting. I've just been like thinking about that and like thinking of what are ways that we, from Walk in Love's perspective, from Sunny Morrow, I think it's easy. Sunny Morrow is like very community driven. Like, Brooke is a part of the community that she's selling to. And so she's trying to curate pieces that then the whole community, the whole Sunny Morrow community will love, which is awesome. And Walk in Love is similar. Like we're trying to curate reminders, verses, things that you can wear that our whole community will love and get behind. But I think there can be an element deeper, and I'm not sure what that is. So I'm trying to think of ideas of like how to incorporate the community a little bit more in what we do, which also gets challenging based on where we live. Because like I think one way we could do that would be like pop-ups, events, things like that. I think we are doing it through Moms on Maui and Dads on Maui. Like it's definitely a smaller group of the community, but it like they come and live with us, which is crazy, So just stuff I'm thinking about today. I haven't made my list, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure that out right now. One thing I've been doing, I'm not like a typical, like I don't have a system. I have a system. Most of it's in my brain, which is probably not the best thing, but like I tend to use different systems in different seasons of life to keep track of the things that I need to do, because we're in like survivalish mode, survival adjacent. A lot of my tasks right now are just like, what can I do today to like keep moving forward? And so I find myself much more like making my to-do list in the moment because I'm not working on any sort of long-term projects. Although I have a few in mind, I just don't have the capacity for it right now. And so I'm definitely much more like in the like moment creating lists and things like that. So right now I'm using this post-it note system. Hey Days! I'm making a video. You want to say hi? Right here.
Hey.
Hey, say hey, my name's Daisy.
Daisy.
Okay.
Ow.
Did you donk your leg?
No.
No? So anyways, my list right now is single to-dos on a post note on my desk, ripping them off as I go. So like this was yesterday. I actually finished this one too.
You gotta give me your haircut.
Do you like my haircut?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. All right, it's Wednesday, July 3rd. I slept in today. Didn't go to the gym. Was so sore. Like just so sore. So I give my body a little rest. Junie finished her school yesterday, which was a big deal because we were a little bit behind from traveling and all this kind of stuff. But she really wanted to finish her book. We would have been done like in June. Me and Brooke were like, you've learned enough, you're fine. But she was like, no, I really want to finish both my books. So we told her if she finished both her books, she would get $100, which she did yesterday, which she was really stoked about. Did I make that promise when things were more financially secure? Yes, I did. Do I regret it? Not at all. But I told her she's been asking to watch older movies because she's 9 and her sisters are 6 and 2. So like when we do family movie night, it's definitely geared towards the other two, with the occasional bump up towards Junie. And so I told her, I said, when you finish school, we will stay up late and we will watch the first Lord of the Rings movie. So that is happening tonight. And she is so excited. And so am I. Like, I'm stoked because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. So today's work is like kind of collection talk. I need to send some boxes back to Pennsylvania for a pop-up shop we're having. We need to start like kind of reorganizing the house for Moms on Maui. So it's like a little bit of computer work, housework, and then some celebration tonight at the end. We're also going to go to Target to get some special snacks for the movie watching. So that's what's happening today. Before I forget, I am at $100 officially for my Amazon videos. So big day happening here, which is cool. Like, again, it's like, it's work, but it just feels sort of more passive. It's definitely the first thing I check every morning, which is so silly because like it's such a small, I think it's just because it's new and kind of exciting. I'm kind of curious, like, what was it today? You know, it's kind of a surprise. So that was pretty fun.
So that's N. Now put an A on it. Ending. This is the last ending.
Yeah! Sunny, 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 sunny.
You read.
We are in Target shopping secretly for cool snacks for Lord of the Rings. Daisy, what do you think? Good. Okay, good.
All right, Jeannie, what's about to happen? What are you about to do?
Watch Lord of the Rings.
And are you excited? And why do you get to watch Lord of the Rings?
Because I finished school for the year.
Yeah, baby, let's do it.
3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest, and fairest of all beings.
All right, it is the 4th of July. So we're keeping it pretty chill this year, not many plans. Went to the gym, did a hero workout, which is pretty traditional in the CrossFit world. And then we got some fireworks for later for the girls. But last night, Jeannie kind of had a rite of passage. She got to stay up late and watch the first Lord of the Rings movie. And so she's been asking to watch older kid movies for a while, and I decided on that one because obviously I love it so much. One of my favorite movies. I feel like it's, while there are scary moments, there definitely is like good and evil, where like a lot of modern Hollywood is like, he's good, but he's also bad, and that guy's bad, but he's also good, and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, watched Lord of the Rings last night. She was pumped. She has to turn the lights on at one point. The orcs didn't scare her. The Nazgul did, which was interesting. And then, so we stayed out in the living room. We had all sorts of snacks and treats and stuff like that. And we watched it, and then we slept out there. And so she's sleeping on like a pad next to the couch, and I'm sleeping on the couch. And then like the first thing in the morning, I wake up, she's right there. Yeah. And she's like, Dad, when can we watch the second one? And she keeps asking really interesting questions about it that are so sweet. Like she's like, okay, so when Gandalf says thou shalt not pass, he's holding his staff, but like what else is he holding? I'm like, a sword. Whose sword though? I'm like, his. Well, where did he get it? I'm like, I don't know. So it's super fun. So happy 4th of July. God bless America. USA! 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 It is Friday, so made it to the end of another week. My week was good. Celebrated 4th of July yesterday, which was fun. Did some fireworks. Overall, I feel like the week in terms of like sales has been decent. Sales are up this week, which should be, but the first week of the month is always good for us because we do the made to order collection. So hopefully we get a lot of orders for that. Sunny Morrow is probably, Sunny Morrow's up too, but that's probably because last week there wasn't much going on. This week we kind of restocked a few things. We also have a new collection coming, which should make next week really nice, which is awesome. And then Tiny Rhythms is down a little bit this week. We had our Tiny Rhythms is mostly based on Facebook ads, and they had turned them off for a day or two because we had like an issue with some charge. I think our bank didn't recognize it, so like we didn't pay our Facebook people, and they were like, "Hey, we got to turn these off. You didn't pay us," and it was like the whole thing. But they're back on now, so that should get rocking and rolling here soon. I definitely need to figure out Tiny Rhythms and how it fits into the like content, and because we definitely don't make enough content for it. But we're also hoping that it can be like this self-sustaining Facebook ad run type of thing. Today I got some like email finance stuff to do and button up before Sabbath. It's weird. It felt like we had a Sabbath yesterday because it was holiday and we took it really chill. And then the night we celebrated the girls being done with school with Lord of the Rings. That also sort of felt Sabbathy. So I was like, okay, I guess today's actual Sabbath, or tomorrow's actual Sabbath. So today's like, I got to get some boxes shipped home for a pop-up shop. Got to make a little bit of content. Got to do like email communication stuff. So it's most of the day I'll be at my computer, I believe.
Skirt part, if you will, of the dress. It falls very similarly, and it's a very similar length. So you can come in.
I'm behind the scenes recording.
Behind the scenes. So anyway, this is the Zara dress.
You're doing a great
comes in
job.
Black. Oh, thank you. I keep forgetting about the whole minute thing, and I keep having to.
Okay, Friday is coming to an end. At least Friday work is coming to an end. I'm gonna go clean up downstairs because for Sabbath we like to clean and get the house ready so that we can rest well. And then we'll have family movie night, as Daisy has been saying. And so overall, it's been a really good week. You know, I think I'm encouraged by my heart, like where my heart is. I feel very encouraged by that. Maybe not necessarily where we are, the situation, but I'm encouraged by where my heart is, that I'm just trusting the Lord, keep moving forward, keep doing what I can do on a daily basis, and like let that be enough. That's been really like, I felt really a lot of peace about that. I also had some conversations with some other friends in the e-commerce space who are just basically mirroring what I'm going through, which like I don't want that for them. I don't want that for anybody, but it is helpful to know that like it might not be something that I'm just doing wrong. I don't know my tripod, so my arms getting tired. But overall, really good week and excited to enjoy the day of rest. It's like a pseudo Sabbath for us this week because we're leaving on Wednesdays and we kind of had a day off yesterday. So we'll just still do Shabbat, we'll still do family dinner, but then Saturday will be like a little bit more like house cleaning, getting ready for Moms on Maui. I packed up all these boxes to ship back for the pop-up shop and then realized that we can check bags for free. So now I'm transferring them into these suitcases so that we don't have to pay, $100 per box to ship it back. We can just check a bag. So I ended up kind of doing that today a little bit. But yeah, excited for Sabbath, feeling very good, feeling very just like at peace. Which I'm really thankful that the Lord is just kind of supplying me with peace, and yeah, ready for Shabbat dinner. One thing I will say is, in case you guys didn't notice, I end every video with sort of the end of the week rhythm for us, which is like getting the downstairs ready, getting the table set, and then we light the candles, we go through our Shabbat liturgy, and then we say our family motto, and that kind of like, the camera ends there on purpose, because then the next day is the day of rest. I don't have my phone. Okay, what is this meal called?
Shabbat.
What does Shabbat mean?
To see.
What does Shabbat start?
Sabbath.
And what is Sabbath? And who gave us the day of rest?
God.
And why did he give this to us?
Because he loves
us.
And who are we?
Don't put your arm on that, okay?
We
We
are
are
a
a
family
family
that
that loves Jesus,
works hard, gives freely, seeks rest, chooses joy, and walks alone.
You almost